What up, everybody? Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio, joined by, of course, my partner Geo, who's going to be coming in with me. Tonight's episode of Milan Coast to Coast is going to focus on us coming off our international break, dealing with a lot of injuries, dealing with a lot of rumors about older players getting contract renewals. And of course, we have a big matchup of a big month coming up on Sunday. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Geo, are you ready, man?
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Let's go.
Welcome to Milan Coast to Coast.
Welcome to Milan Weekly Podcast Coast to Coast with your hosts Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa
Giro in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Teo Hernandez, coast to coast, nel numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Il Milan è campione d'Italia.
Back on the motherfucking grind! Come on. You know what time it is. You know what it is. It's Wednesday night. There's only one place to be, and that's here on MWP. Oh, yeah, baby. Gio, bring us in, man. Oh, yeah, baby. We got the whole music pumping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio, joined by my partner Gio, and we are Milan.
Coast to coast, baby.
Yeah, damn right. We're going to get that one day, baby. Listen, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our show. It's been an exciting 2 weeks because we don't have to suffer, but the suffering's back, baby, and it's back on Sunday. Gio, how you feeling about the international break and now that it's passed?
I mean, I'm feeling good, Fabio. You know, just Mancini's a little bit drunk like he is all the time. He think he won the Euros and he doesn't have to like earn his position no more. You know, he's doing a lot of caca out there, but we're fine, Fabio. We're ready for what's coming up in April. We're ready to go. Put your war pants on, y'all.
That's right. April Fools, baby. Let's go. Because, listen, before we get into everything, you know what you guys got to do. If you're here to the channel, you're here to support. And how can you support? Gio, tell them how they can support, man.
Everybody, thank you for all your support, but we need that more support. Everybody, like the video, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell her friend, and tell his friend. So let's do it, baby.
Get with my friends. You know how it is. Listen, we appreciate you being here. Let's get straight into it, G. All right. We passed the international break, but it did come with a lot of stuff. We're going to get to really the injury part, but there's a lot You know, one of our favorite topics, ladies and gentlemen, it's the rumor mill. And the rumor mill has been churning and churning and never stops. It never stops for Milan. But we got to talk about one of our players who I don't understand if it's the right move, but let's start talking about. We're going to talk about this guy, Zlatan. Excuse me, Zlatan. Zlatan. There he is. That's the guy we need. All right. Picked up a knock. Unbelievably, didn't even play. Somehow he picked up a knock. Now he's in doubt to even play against Napoli. But they're talking about bringing Zlatan back, possibly for another year deal at 1.5 million. Gio, what's your opinion of this breaking story? For some reason, needed to come out after one game. Zlatan started and scored a goal.
Fabio, man, to me, like I think it's a waste of money. We're a self-sustaining club, and to me, that's 1.5 that we could use for another player. I know that's not motivated us to the Scudetto, but this year, what has he really done? And I thank you for the memories, but like, say, like we struggle again next year, like what do you want your legacy to go? Like you should have just went out on top and had us save the money, and you make a dumbass comments that, you know what, that you forgo your salary. I don't know how to say, for Leao. Like, bro, you think you really deserve 7.5? You didn't even deserve 7.5 last year, to be honest with you, because all you was is a motivator. I could have done that for free.
Yeah, that's true. But like again, 1.5, we have other people that are way more atrocious on our payroll right now that need to be dealt with. That I think as somebody who's expected just to get the players in line, basically what he's been doing for the last 2 or 3 years. He's not the reason we're winning championships now, but he might be the reason why we're developing players to get to a caliber that we need them to be, which is, of course, Champions League level and getting us fighting for a Scudetto, not just top four, guys. This year has turned into let's just make top four. Zlatan is a champion, and having him around could be beneficial. So for 1.5 million, I don't think it's that bad. Plus, everybody's been mentioning this. Zlatan sells a lot of jerseys, so it's super important to have him on there, at least for the jersey aspect portion of it. And you're damn right. Fuji's Funny is right. We're here to save the day, baby. All right. So that's one guy. All right. And if it's not enough that we have a 41-year-old striker, now we got to start talking about the 36-year-old striker, because he's on his last year of his contract, and they're talking extension, of course, for Mr. Olivier Giroud, who did see time with the French national team. But thank God he's going to come back. He's been a workhorse. For me, I don't have a problem with this, but like you're mentioning, we talked about Zlatan, who's 41, 36, Giroud. I thought we were a youth project. I thought we were being smart with these youth players and developing them up and hopefully turning up like some sort of profit off them if we're not going to keep them, or we lose them to Premier League teams because of the salary. I wouldn't get rid of Giroud. He shouldn't be an every game starter. But that's Milan's fault for not being able to develop or correctly purchase a young striker that can take his place. How do you feel about Giroud, man?
You know what, Fabio? He wants that 4 mil, and I don't know. I love Giroud, but damn, bro, like we
Plus
need to go.
additions. That's the rumor. 3.8 plus additions, which again, how much are we paying? How much are we paying Origi? Somebody explain to me how much that is.
4 million.
4.
Net.
All right. And how many goals has he scored this year?
I think 1.
How many games has he won us this year?
None.
He's not worth that 4 million. This guy is doing like side bicycle kicks and shit. He deserves the money. He deserves to come back another 2 years. I believe they're willing to offer him 4 million for a good striker like him still. Listen, you need championship players, and he's not supposed to be playing every goddamn 90-minute game. But come on. Come on, baby.
Fabio, but I think, a part of that problem is Pioli, because Pioli puts him to start. Like, he had Rebic. I know Rebic is
Come
trash.
on,
I don't
bro.
want to say
Are we gonna say that? Are we gonna say it's Pioli's fault because there's so much depth behind Origi?
No,
I mean,
but
excuse me,
check this
behind
out.
Giroud, Origi, Rebic, Zlatan missed half of the season. I mean, it's only him. Don't you dare mention the other kid. The kid is not even here anymore. Don't mention him.
All right, Fabio, look, check this out, man. So Pioli only trusts Giroud. Like when Rebic, even though he's Kaka and Origi are healthy, he doesn't even give him a start, bro. Like, why do we want to keep on playing Giroud like this next year when he gets older? Then back problems are gonna start to go and stuff like that. To me, I don't know what's really going on, but like, is Pioli really gonna give another guy some chances? Because to me, I don't know what
I
it
don't
is.
know. I don't know. Listen, look at these comments. Colombo back next year. Now maybe I'm crazy, right? Like, oh yeah. Look at Drew. Look at that trophy in his hand. That means he was the best player in one of our games. That's what I'm saying. We need guys like him. I'm sorry if you don't think Colombo scoring goals for Lecce is the same thing as him playing for Milan and trying to produce the same thing. Listen, man, Colombo, he's decent, but he's not a world beater. We need to find somebody who'll come in and take the league by storm. Giroud for $4 million. First of all, he's not making $4 million unless he's scoring mad goals doing stuff. All right, those are the add-ons. Otherwise, it's less than $4 million. We got to be cheap. We got to be smart. He provides leadership and just the fact that he has quality. It's not always that he's the best. He's always on, but he does a lot. Like Fuji and Funyun said earlier, he does a lot for the squad. He's always trying to play back. He tracks back a lot. So for me, I like him. People are calling, they're talking crazy. Krunic is a false nine. Unbelievable. I can't believe this stuff. All right. So any other thoughts on Drew? You say take him?
I mean, if he's gonna want to sign for that salary, but I don't know, Fabio. It's because right now we putting too much risk on players that are getting older. Like
Well,
another year,
they're
imagine
saying he's right around the corner. It's in April. It's going to happen.
Well, let's do it, but then we need to sell Origi and Slatan and all these other guys, and then hopefully we could
Who's buying Zlatan? Who?
Monza.
FC Richmond? No. Listen, all right. Well, listen, I hope you got your new threads this week, right? You got your new threads. You're going to be wearing something nice and new on Sunday, right?
I guess I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, that piece.
You ain't gonna be rocking your boy. This is the $3 million wonder right here. You don't even say there's two other goalkeepers better than this guy because there isn't. All right, he is number one. Mike Mignon. He's on a $3 million per year contract, and he's on contract for another, I believe, 3 more years after this. Right? Yeah, it is 3 years. This is his second year with us. So they're already talking about possibly having to give him a contract extension next year and upping his salary. So where would we feel comfortable? Now, I don't know if you could say, like, waiting until the end of this year, being that he missed 2 years in a row. He was kind of injury prone, but he did come back with more than half of the season last year, and he looked phenomenal. And he still looks phenomenal now. Now, would you give him a contract extension and up it to, I don't know, 6-7 million just to keep him happy and try to prolong it another 2-3 more years on the back end? Or would you just say, you know what, let's leave him at 3 mil for another year, 2 years, and maybe in the last year of his contract, if he doesn't want to extend, then we'll sell him then? What would you do with Mike?
To me, Fabio, I would give him whatever he wants, to be basically honest with you, because we got lucky replacing Gio for him. We got a better goalkeeper, but you really think like we're gonna get another one as a beast of Magic Mike? You saw what he did versus Salernitana. He did like a sliding tackle, and then this guy, he flew like an eagle yesterday. Go ahead, rock your ego on, girl. Remember that song by Nelly? Rock your ego on, girl. So, he did that yesterday, but Magic Mike, he's our most important player, even better than Layout, to be honest with you.
He is. Fast. I said it last year. I say it last year?
No, you didn't. You said
yes,
that I needed to relax on Layout, that I need to give him time, that I'm just nitpicking and all that.
I never said such a thing. I said we were in trouble when Mike Mignon was our best player. Anytime your goalkeeper is the best player on your team, you probably are in trouble. All right. Just saying. That's why last year's layout is not this year's layout, and he's losing a lot of value, and he should be losing some of his salary. I'm sorry, I think that would be fair. But yeah, like Mark's saying, make him. Oh, Gio's pressing buttons. All right, make him the highest paid goalkeeper in Serie A. We were willing to do that for Donnarumma. Yeah, that's a good point. Who's the highest goalkeeper right now? Who is? Does
That
anybody
bum
know?
Chesney, from the scammers, that bum Chesney.
What's his salary at? Is it like
I
eight,
think
9 million?
I think he like at 10. I think.
No.
Somebody put it in the thing.
Oh my God, that's
He's
atrocious.
either at 7.5 to 10, Fabio. You know
Look
these
at this.
scammers.
And then look at this guy. He's worth every penny. He was amazing. Is this the game against Ireland, I believe? Yeah, right? There's Theo in the picture, so you know he played. But unbelievable saves by Mike Mignon for France. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. Unbelievable. $11 million for Chesney. That is disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, that's true. We shouldn't look to Juve.
Fabio,
They
I
got
lied.
crooked
I
books.
lied. I lied, Fabio.
What?
12.025K. I lied,
12?
Fabio.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Disgusting. Look at this guy. So we're talking about giving this guy like 12, $13 million. Are we out of our minds, people? Everybody in the chat's like, yeah. Let's just give him whatever he wants. Make him the highest paid city. Listen, Milan cannot make anybody the highest paid anything. Yeah, maybe it's net. Mark has a good point. Maybe it's net. That's why it comes down to like 11 or some shit. Who knows? Either way, he's going to pay too much for that bum ass team. All right. He's got 11 other players out there with him. All right. So I would do it. I got to tell you, man. I got to do it. I would do it. I think Mignon is I would give him like 6 mil. He doesn't want to accept 6 mil. Next year or the following year, we got to be.
Oh, there you go. See, then I guess it's gross. It's gross.
It's true.
So 6.
Be careful
so
comparing
6.
gross to net salaries. The Presidente has spoken. You know, I don't
So
know.
he
Either way,
making
it's
6.
gross in many ways. Alex, I agree. Whatever, however you cut it, it's disgusting. All right, well, Juve is a whole different animal. That's all I'm saying. But for Mignon, I say I'll give him up to 6, 7. If you're willing to play, if you're willing to pay Leao 7, you got to give this guy 7. You have to match your what's quote unquote your best player on the team, and Mignon is the best player. So you at least have to give him 7. Maybe offer it. See if he can stay healthy the rest of the season, doesn't miss any games. And I don't know, I would be a little worrisome about the fact that like he hasn't gone a full season without staying hurt. You know, he missed a lot of games this season, and he missed a decent amount of games last season. But nobody pays so much to a goalkeeper. Yeah, you're right. And you know what? Again, just he's giving them all this off-white stuff, and that's got to be valued. That's cut the price a little bit. But anyway, all right. So let's move on. So
that jacket alone is worth 50K, Fabio.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're like
give
one of
Mignon 2 and
ones.
we'll call.
They're one of ones and all that.
Yeah. No, of course. All right. So let's move on to the other big story, which unfortunately turned out to be Pierre Kalulu picks up a knock. I believe it was a hamstring injury, was it? Or calf injury? Calf injury. Jesus Christ. And you know what? I'm so disturbed I can't even talk about it. He's probably going to miss all 3 games against Napoli. Possibly comes back for the last game of the month, which is oh no, it would be. He's missing all of Napoli. The next 5 games he would be like missing. So how big of a loss is this? That means your boy David is coming back.
It is big because we're gonna go back to 4 at the back, and I was hoping we're gonna go Kalulu right back, Tamori, Tiao, and Hernandez, or Tiao Kier, or Kier Tamori, something like that. But that's big, and I feel that he was gonna have a big game versus Cavara. I think Calabria, he's too slow. Like, if he's up against him, like if he spins him, that's it, Fabio. Like, he gone to the races. Cavara, he fast, he's lightning bolt speed. Like, y'all really can't see it, but to me, Calabria, I mean, if he has one of those defensive games and stuff like that, then we'll be able to do it. But he hasn't been playing it a lot. I think he's out of shape. He's not in physically fit shape. So to me, that's a liability. Calabria, I love the guy. You know how much I love him, Fabio. But like, I don't know. I think Kalulu starting would have made me feel at peace, because now we got back 4. whoever you want to put, we're good. And now we're attacking. You know, Kalulu knows how to do crosses. He knows how to spam in crosses.
That's
So
true. His
that's
crosses
another
have
thing
been
we could.
legit
Yeah.
this year. Well, pretty much since he came into Milan, I thought he's been a decent crosser. Obviously, he's timely sometimes with his goals. So not having him these couple of games means Chow's going to have to step up. You know, we'll see with Tomori. If not, there's another guy who's been making headways. We got to talk about Simone Kier. Kier came out last week in a report. I don't know where it was, who he was talking to, but of course they quoted his ass and they put him out there. Let's put his quote up. All right. So he says, I've been training for 2 months now. I'm physically at the very top. The Spurs game was perhaps my best game after my injury. I'm a bit frustrated. I haven't played since since. Ultimately, it's the coach's decision, but I'm disappointed, which is a good point. I mean, the guy had a really good game against Harry Kane and whoever the hell else was on that side. He was playing really well. So it was surprising that he hasn't even gotten a sniff, despite Chow looking a little, you know, green in a couple of games, especially against Udinese 2 weeks ago. He looked awful in that game. I'm sorry. That's not vibranium. That was like tinfoil, aluminum tinfoil. So I need to see more out of him. Tomori needs a little shot in his ass too, because he hasn't had a great season. And I don't like when the other guys behind them don't even get a chance to push up. Like, listen, you play bad, you shouldn't play the next game, or at least like 2-3 games in a row. There should be some sort of punishment, you know, even sub them out early, let the other guys start the other game, and then bring them in after. I don't know. For me, I felt like our center back, especially Vibranium, which is of course Chow and Tamora, they've gotten a slide. They just like, you know, they haven't had the punishment of playing bad and letting Kier come in, and Kier had a decent spot against Tottenham. So for me, I think this is a good showing. This is going to be his chance with Kalulu out. I don't know if it's automatically you go Tomori and Chow. I think maybe you go Tomori and Kier, and obviously you're going to have to play Calabria or Florenzi. I mean, who else you have him right back? The Corn Star is not back according to you, so I don't think he's even available. If he is, they're not going to put him in. So, what do you think about Kier? You think he should be getting a chance?
Nah, versus Napoli, Fabio. You got slow Calabria and you got him. That's a recipe for disaster. One ball over the top over there in Kavar. He's in. He passed it to Oshiman with a tap in. Like, you know, we need right now, Chiao. We need Tamori, the guys that we have speed. You cannot play two slow people on the right side. That's a recipe for disaster. And to me, I know that's fine that he's been talking, but like, have you seen our favorite grocery store, Adley? He hasn't even talked or anything. I think what Kyra did was low key disrespectful, because why are you talking out? You 37 years old, same age as me and Five. You feel me? So keep your mouth shut. You should be
I'm
a
38,
professional.
but yeah, thanks.
And,
You're
you know,
37 for a few more weeks.
yeah, nah, yeah.
But
But
yeah, listen, I think he's one of those guys, man. He's still starting for his country. I think he still can get a chance, man. I don't know. Again, Chow and what's it called? And Tomori has not looked great this season. I know you'd be secretly talking about getting rid of Tomori too, selling him, flipping him, getting some cash, and looking for another center back. I know you have. But listen, anything else about these guys before we move on to the main event of our topic this week?
nah, Fabio. I mean, I just want the team to. You know what? This I don't know what the episode is called. You know, but I wanted the episode to call
Back to
April
business,
is
baby.
okay. I wanted the episode to be called April is for respect, because this is where Milan earned their respect. We earned it last year. Respect, you know, April is my birthday month, if you don't know. So a lot of respect is given in that month. You know, Tonali taking off his shirt versus Lazio, you know how it goes. But to me, I don't know what's going on, Fabio, but I believe in the team now. I'm had a couple players came back early, and you know that means that it's motivation. You know that they ready for us to get top four.
Listen, I want to address something that they're mentioning over here. All right. Nate the Great as our new coach. Get out of here. He's a bum. He's going to get fired by the end of the season. You heard it here first. All right, anyway, let's move on. All right, guys. So here we go. Our main event for this week. It's our preview for Napoli Milan, part 1 of 3, baby. It's the trilogy this month. All right. Part 1, probably the least insignificant of the games. Definitely is the most insignificant of the games because we don't really care. We need it to keep our 4th place spot, which seems like we're just dying to give it away. But let's bring up what we got here. We got a little FOT mob going. Let's get this down. You don't need to see us right now. Let's just bring this thing up. So as you can see, Zlatan's there on our injury report. He's doubtful. Don't know if he's going to play. Kalulu is out most of the month. And even Macias it looks like he's not coming back. He's not even available this game. We've only won one time in the last 5 games while they've been rolling. So we need to play well. What's your opinion about this game coming on Sunday, G?
Fabio, I think the players are ready. Like I said, you know what? Like Leao, he came back a day early and stuff. But I need public service announcement, Leao. Like, you need to shut the hell up. Let the rumors fly. Let them do it. But we need you to focus on playing the game instead of being a Twitter fingers. You acting like Meek Mill, and we don't do Meek Mills out here. Okay. We want bona fide winners out here. So stop tweeting, stop being on the Twitter bird. And to me, like, just step up. That's all I need to do. I shout out to him for coming to Milanello a day earlier and everything like that. So that means he's getting back to business.
I did like that too. Well, all right. So to me, what are you expecting of this game, Gio? I know we want the 3 points because we need the 3 points, but what are we expecting realistically?
To me, Fabio, I want to lay down a marker. I'm not saying, like I said when we did the Champions League show that early Friday morning, I said that we're going to win 1-0 on aggregate. And to me, Fabio, I feel the same. Like on Sunday, I feel that we're going to go out there. Leao's going to ball out. He's been hearing Kvara name the whole year, Oshiman and everything. And I really feel that he's going to step up. The rest of the whole team is, we got the Bosnian Messi now. He's scoring goals. He's doing braces and all that. An international break. I think the team, they got away from Pioli and his BS and stuff, being confused, not even knowing what to do. He's like a guy, first time in Amsterdam, he don't know what to do. That's how Pioli is right now. But to me, Fabio, I think we're going to lay down a marker. And to me, I feel like we're going to win 1-0. I know we haven't been clean sheets, but if you notice all the games versus Napoli, whether like we're playing good or they're playing good, like they only beat us by 1 goal. So I'm looking for that's the marker and stuff. And I feel like if we beat them right there, psychologically, we're gonna have the edge on them. If we draw, we still don't do nothing. But I feel like if we win, Fabio, on Sunday, that's good for our Champions League top 4 aspirations, and that's good for us to be like, bro, y'all been running sky high. That bowling. James
That's what
Jones.
we need. Hell yeah.
But we're gonna show them. To me, Fabio, I feel that we're gonna lay down our marker and we're gonna tell them we're gonna be here for the 2 games in the Champions League.
This is dirty, Jonathan. We need studs up challenges on Kvara and Osiman. Take them out early before the Champions League games. He said just kidding, but is he kidding? That would be dirt. All right. This is, again, we need a good performance. I wouldn't stress on the fact of us winning the game. I mean, obviously we need it because it's really important in the table. But for me, I just want to see something impressive, a team fighting, a team with balls, like Steve said. I want to see our team go out there and really put a hurting on their 2 best players. Definitely, Kvara is also one. We got to give him a good knock somehow, some way. Somebody better turn into Gattuso for like at least 1 minute and bulldoze him at least one time. Let him know, this is going to be a tough game for you. Just plant the seed of doubt. Napoli and their stupid fans right now who have come out the woodwork, haven't been seen since Maradona stopped playing. Now they're out in the woodwork. They're dancing in the bars and pizzerias all across the world. And it's something nobody wants to see and nobody's happy about it. All right. but they already are dancing. They think they got everything in the bag. But if we beat them on Sunday, the seed of doubt will begin to sprout in their mind. And that's what we're looking for. Gio, what is your prediction? I know you're going to go more. You're going to be hosting our Patreon special on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. Shout out to the people. I think we've been needing to get a lot of things off our chest, especially after the BS that's been going on. I know you're gonna be at the strip club with Vinny, throwing
Hey,
those ones
yo.
at Starlets, at Sue's Rendezvous, all the good.
Oh, you be picking the names now.
But Fabio, you know what? This game we're gonna do it like we did it last year. We're gonna win 1-0. Leal with a screamer, and then he's gonna send a margarita pizza. Remember, you cannot eat margarita pizza until Sunday. So remember that, Milanisti. No more. I know
Yes.
margarita pizza is very good. There's a spot over here by where I live that's real good. I like their margarita pizza, but I ain't eating. So we're not eating no margarita pizzas until we win.
Husney, you know you're always invited. Stop it. We need the guy with a lot of singles. Yeah, listen, honestly, guys, if you have any questions out there, we're gonna go through our question portion of the show right now. If you have any questions you want to put it in the chat, we will get to it. Gio, yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So can you show those two items behind you? That's the champions one. I know I have that one,
Yeah.
but what's that scarf right there? Like
That
you got
scarf?
it at Milano?
That might have been the scarf that they gave at the event this year, I believe.
Well, no,
I'm
with
not
San
sure.
Siro?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I got this one from. I think that was the one that they gave out this year with the bag. You didn't get one?
No, I got the one on top, but not the bottom.
No. Check your bag, bro. I think I sent you one for sure.
No, I got the champions one. The champions one.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. But that's I'm pretty sure that's the scarf that they gave at the 40/40 Club. Guys, if you're anywhere in North America and they put out, because Milan and Italy, they don't care about people traveling across the world, which supposedly the NFL doesn't either. But when you find out that there's going to be an event in New York, you need to be there. You need to be here because what the New York club does, I'm very happy to have found them just in the last year, 2 years. It's been amazing. Franco and the rest of the guys that run the club, they do an amazing thing. That's not the 40-foot. I stand corrected. I don't know where the hell I got this one, but I got it. That's all I'm saying. All right. But anyway, I digress. If it's ever there, you got to be there. You want to get that scarf, you'll get a different scarf. Some scarf, you would have loved it anyway. But you got to be there. You got to be there. But anyway, let's move on to our question portion. Like we said, if you guys have a question in the chat and you want to put it out for us to read, we'll go through it right now. We're going to start with our boy John C, which is John C's Lab Gorilla. Am I correct? Pretty sure.
That's Mr. Punchline himself, Lab
That's
Gorilla.
right,
Mr.
Lab
Punchline.
Gorilla. He's in Italy, I believe, right? He says, April is an enormous month for our club. Layout renewal deadline is looming, and we are entering a phase, where Pioli and management and squad have no place left to hide. Napoli and the other Serie A opponents could expose all of our weaknesses. What do you do if at the end of the season we don't make top floor? That's an awful thing to think about. How many would you cut from the club, from playing staff and management? Long question. Sorry, but I'm bottling up my fury until the end of April. Ooh, that's like a big question there. Who would get cut if we don't make top four? Where would you go with that one, G? Where would your anger?
We're gonna have to sell Leao, and then Pioli's getting fired. Maldini, Masada, they're getting fired. I mean, you know what? Like the management, whether it's Elliott or Redbird, they don't even really want Maldini as in charge. As a director, making the plans for our future. Because if you can see, they've always had a battle. They had a battle with Gazidis. So which way that they want to do it? They want to do what they do with Toulouse, spend $9 million, and you think you're going to be getting top four consistently until you're able to compete. But that's not what Maldini wants to do. He wants to spend 50 million or up to 70. I feel like he wants to be sustaining a club, which is great. But I think that if he goes, you're gonna see like they wanted him out even with Scudetto, Fabio, but they knew the fans would have rioted, just like fans is rioting, not like
Wow.
actual riot, but like they're complaining about like the Champions League tickets being outrageous and stuff like that. And once the fans start doing their thing and we start like telling them like, yo, bro, you need to earn this respect, like then they start like, okay, we do what we do. But Maldini and Masada, he's gone anyways. He's over
I
there
don't
talking to
know.
losers.
Hold
He's
on,
talking
hold
to
on. He's
losers.
talking to losers, but I heard nothing's coming from it. Just to touch on that rumor, there is a rumor that Masada went and interviewed with Juventus or had some sort of meeting with them, but supposedly it didn't lead to anything. It wasn't anything even worth thinking about. Hopefully that's true. Hopefully it even go. Gio's gonna be on the next Apprentice. That's all I saw. You're fired, baby. That's it. Me, I think Leao, if you don't really want to sign this contract extension, you don't want to agree to some fair number based on not just last year, but this current year that you're playing, then yeah, we got to sell you. And we better have some good options in replacing him and hopefully taking his money and turning it into 2 positions or 3 positions if you could smartly buy people and we could still get them for 80, 90 million. It's crazy to think like we were at a point that people were saying 120, 150 and we were going to say no, or we were thinking about it, and now that it's like 80, 90 million, now we're like, oh man, hopefully he doesn't completely shit the bed the rest of the year. As in management, I think honestly, if Pioli doesn't get us top 4 and at least puts a good performance into this round of the Champions League, I think you got to start thinking of somebody else. Pioli got us as far as he can get. I know he always quotes the players as like anytime he does well, he always gives love to his players, which I like that, and I think he hasn't lost them, but management's not providing him the real talent that I think we need to compete on not just 2 levels. I think we need to compete 3 because we don't even compete for the Coppa Italia like that anymore. So for me, it's like I want a tripletta one day. I want to see it, and I want to hopefully see it soon where we're competing on all 3 levels, and hopefully we can win 2, if not all 3 one year, and like to make it really special. But if we can't even make Champions League next year, I think you got to go, bro. Sorry, man. All right, let's go to the next person here. I think Timmy had a question. We'll go with Timmy's next, and then I have another person after. All right, I'll ask you because I stupidly answered it because I forgot what I had written. If you could get rid of one player on the team and add only one player to the team, who would it be and only one? Gio, who would you pick?
If I'm gonna sell a player, I mean, come with the most obvious, the one that's gonna make us more revenue, and the most likely to go because they ain't going nowhere. So to me, it's to sell it out. And if I'm gonna sell it out, then I'm bringing the Danish Don that nobody's talking about, but he's from Club Brugge, and I think Antonio Newsom, man, shout out to him. He has potential. He has a lot of talent. He's one of them young ballers. He has everything on his feet, Fabio. And our club does good with what I think like our leading scorer is a Danish guy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. My memory's jogging me right now. But the Danish, when they put on that Milan shirt, is a different kind of breed, championships and all that. But yeah, so I would replace him with him.
I like this one, Jonathan David. I said definitely it would be probably Leao because we got to get money if we're going to sell somebody. I mean, sell somebody and just get rid of a player is different. I did say Salad, just get rid of him and pick up who the hell did I say? Oh yeah, I had like I don't want to say Anthony because he's playing for Man U, but like a guy on that kind of level, a guy that's got that dog in him that's going to attack. You know what I'm saying? From the right hand side.
See,
And
Fabio,
Timmy was surprised I didn't say Bakayoko. I wouldn't say, I don't want to get you upset. I know how you love that Bakayoko drip.
Fabio, you see, told you right there. That's the Danish Don right there.
Right there. John Beltran got a Milton Beltran.
Shout out to Milton. That's my
Yeah.
guy. That's Milan Club
He's
SoCal in the house. Shout out to
there you
him.
go.
Shout
There
out to
you go. I
Jonathan.
love it. I love it. All right. So that's the player. For me, I would just get rid of Salad. I don't just get rid of this freaking guy off the team. All right. So who else we got on the questions? Let's I just want to read this one out. My uncle Vincenzo Messina was of course here early. He put this up. I predict in the Champions League Milan will beat Napoli. Milan has the DNA. That's because that's my godfather. He knows what he's talking about. I believe him. He's a human team, but we don't hold it against him. We don't hold it. And shout out to my pop, Roberto A says hello. Hello, Dad. Thank you for watching. All right, let's get to this guy. Can you read this one? Majdeddin. He
My
said, "Would you,
shedding is dirty.
yeah, would you spend 50 mil for Ramos, the Benfica striker? What do you think?"
Oh man, he knows how to put him in the back of the net, but he not going for 50s everything. I don't know where you heard that. He probably going for 70, 80 million. He going
Oof.
Premier League. You know, Benfica don't sell nobody less than 60 who got talent like that, Fabio. He
Yeah, that's
scored in the
true.
World Cup. You know what? He scored a hat trick in the World Cup or double, doblete. Remember when he said I said there. Remember he sat him down. He told
Yeah,
him,
yeah, yeah.
little
He was
buddy,
playing
you
really
getting a
good.
little bit. Yeah, so
Yeah, I think the
you
game everybody was like, "Oh, why is this guy starting? He scored 2 goals in it." It's like, "Oh, that's why he was starting."
oh right here.
All right. We
Shout
got
out.
Vince. Vince got a question. Let's bring this up. Do you think Redbird is too invested and focused with the new stadium project? Seems to me that there's not enough focus on the squad on field performance. That's a good point, man. But I also feel like if they're not extremely focused on the stadium project, it's never going to happen because the people in Italy are super difficult. And as people who live in North America, and I know Vince, you're up there in Winnipeg, but I guarantee it's easier to build a 60,000 seat stadium in Winnipeg than it is in Milan for their stadium, and they actually have a team that could do it and hold it. They're just all the politics and bureaucracy that just gets in the way in Italy and all of their issues. If somehow this American ownership can get through to them that building a new stadium will in the future turn out to be a blessing for this club, maybe that's why they're so focused and it seems like that. But what do you think, G?
I mean, you know what? I think the main thing is that they don't want to lose money, so that's what they're talking about right now. Like, let's get the stadium and let's get it. Let's put that pressure on them. You know, same thing that the Arabs or slash Middle Easterns. I don't want to offend nobody. Would do. They put that pressure on you. They put the pressure on you,
Yeah,
Fabio, and you don't even know what to do. They're like, oh, when they start throwing you that money, you're like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So he's just
exactly.
talking. He's talking. He's not throwing money like them, but you know, he's putting that pressure on him every day. He's flying in, he's flying back out, but he should just stay in Italy and like every day knock on the mayor's office every day. Like, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. We need this stadium, you know.
Yeah, I like this point from Nick here. He says the squad need to worry about their own performances right now. Got to go out and fight. That's true. Let's see some damn heart, and that doesn't come from ownership. How much of that can come from Pioli? That's got to come from the players. They got to have the heart on the field. You see, like when that first game against Tottenham, Milan looked like, all right, we're going to take it to them. We have determination tonight. We're going to be the better team. Oh, Vincenz. I got to read my uncles here. Milan need to be successful on Sunday is to stop the Georgian player. That's it. 1v1, and that's 100% true. We need to put somebody on him, and they need to put in a masterclass performance. Because if Kachelia, whoever his name is, starts cutting and dicing, we're gonna be saucy all over the field, and we don't want to see that, man. Honestly, we need heart and balls. That's what we need. Let's get to the next question, G. All right, this is from Peter. First question is, which strikers should be on the top of Milan's list? We kind of mentioned that one. You said it, right? That was the Danish master, the Danish
No, he's a right winger, Fabio.
right winger. But still, striker, right winger for me. Who's the striker on the top of your list? Let's go with that one for next season. And you better not say Giroud and Zlatan.
To me, man, to
No
me,
Colombo, please. No Colombo talk.
nah, man. I mean, to me, I mean, I think that Rattegi showed what he had this week, and I mean to
You
me
think?
that'd be the
I
only
know
striker.
Inter's looking at him right
He,
now.
yeah, they supposedly have like dibs on him because you know they loan Tigres a player, but hey, man, I don't know. I mean, I think they're trying to replace Lautaro. You saw Lautaro's miss yesterday. Oh my God! When I tell you he's not even worth a bag of chips, he's not even worth a bag of
I
chips.
don't
To
know.
be
What do
honest
you
with
what do you think about Skamaka?
you,
He's
I
over
like the
there.
Italian stallion. He out there, you know.
Where's he at now? West Ham?
He's dating the coach's daughter. That's why he not starting. He gave her that plátano. You feel me?
Oh, the dirty plátano. You don't want that. You don't want that. But what team is he on now? Is it West
West
Ham?
Ham. West
He is
Ham.
West Ham. Okay. West Ham's doing fairly decent this season, but if you start stooping the coach's daughter, maybe the owner's daughter, that's acceptable, AK Pata. But for this guy, I don't know. I'm not too impressed with him. I know he's like kind of like the only striker besides this kid from Argentina. But I don't know. I know Inter's looking at what's the kid's name? I can't pronounce his name. I'm gonna butcher it. The Argentinian or actually no, he plays in Mexico, right? For Tigres? Is that
Gignac?
no, I thought that was the young Italian guy. He's not
No.
Italian, but
Oh, Retegui, the Argentinian.
Retegui. I'm always gonna butcher names. All right, so
Wouldn't you
he's
sell? Wouldn't you sell Lautaro after his miss yesterday? That shit was wide open and he just fell over.
oh man, listen, he's not a great player. Oh, he plays in Argentina. All right, I don't know why I heard something that he played in Mexico, but he plays in Argentina. Yeah. So here's another question from Peter, and this one's strictly for you, G. All right. You mentioned an Arsenal jersey earlier in the season, earlier in the week. I don't know where it was from. I think it might have been in the other chat, but he wanted to know. We know you have a vast collection of Milan jerseys, vast collection. Even the one you're wearing, I gave that one to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Of course, brother. All right, so he wants to know of the tons of Milan jerseys, which is your actual favorite jersey of a non-Milan jersey? So from other clubs that you might own, which is your favorite of them? Do you have any other jerseys from other clubs?
Club. I was gonna say some jersey that I've
I
been
mean, you
trying to
could say like also a national team, because technically that's a non-Milan jersey as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you two, Fabio. So I'm gonna give the one that I've been eyeing on, and it's a size small, so I can't fit in that. To me, is a 1982 Le Sportif Italy World Cup winning jersey.
Oh,
But
okay.
they only got size small. But to me, you know what? To me, shout out to Jonathan said La Selecta. Yeah, they got good jerseys, but not. But to me, a jersey that's like iconic, Fabio. I think it's gonna have to be that Manchester United one, that green and the green. It's like green and yellow. I think. I don't know, Terry. If you're in the chat, I don't know why it brings a lot of controversy. I'm not a United fan, so I wouldn't know. But it's like half and half, and then it has like
half and half.
Yeah, it's like half and half, and then it has strings. Instead of button, it has strings.
That's like the what's it called? The Arnold Palmer of shirts, half and half, baby.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the one you like?
I like that one because it's rare, but the Italy 1982, I've been trying to get my hands.
Do you have any other club jerseys that you like from any other club?
Yeah, I mean FC Köln. Because shout out my cousin Laura, she's half German, half Salvadoran. She was raised in Germany. They live in Köln, and so I have a couple of jerseys from them. So yeah. I would say them.
All right, that's the one with the little goat thing on it, right?
Yeah, the goat.
All right, look at these. They got this Fiorentina Nintendo jersey. People like that. Vince and Mike, both fans of that one from '99. All right. Well, me, I'll tell you 100%. I don't own another jersey of any other team. I only have Milan stuff. The only other jerseys are national teams. I have Ecuadorian ones and I have a US one. I ain't got no Italian one. I'm sorry. I hated some of the gear from the last couple of years. I never got another one. But I have strictly Milan stuff, so I don't even have nothing else. All right. Any other questions that we have here? No, I think that's it, G. All right, so we're almost to the end of the show here. Let's get down to it, right? Let's get down to our parting shots, G. And, of course, Gio, being that the fact that you're going to be doing the podcast on Sunday prior to the game, probably 90 minutes before the game starts. So probably
90 minutes.
90 minutes before kickoff, Gio's going to be doing our Patreon special. So if you're not a part of the Patreon, go ahead. In our description is the link to become there. You get access to our chat, access to being on the show pregame like we usually do. Me and Gio also will tend to do a post-game chat on Twitter. So if you're not following us on Twitter, follow the Milan Weekly podcast there. All right, Gio, let's get into it. Do you know where your club's going to be meeting before I get into the other clubs?
No, Fabio. I think right now it's between House of Football and Fox and Hounds.
Very true. Okay, so either one. If you're in Southern California, reach out to them through Instagram, which is Milan Club SoCal, or reach out to Gio if you want as well on there. All right, let's start with the big shindig, baby. If you're in the tri-state area and you want to be with the best atmosphere besides being in Italy in the stands, you got to come to the Football Factory in Legends. It's on West 33rd Street. It is the bomb, baby. And you know what makes it even better? Besides having a great atmosphere, different clubs, watching different games, being surrounded by nothing but the hardcore of hardcore Milan fans in this area. Me, Vinny, even Franco, who you've seen on the channel, everybody's going to be there live. So come through, check out the game. It's going to be an awesome time. Can't wait, baby. Of course, if you're not in our area and you're just a little north, go to Ducali's, baby. They got some slamming pizza, great drinks, great atmosphere. See our buddy Mark and Nick. It's an awesome time. Ducali's, right across the street from the TD Garden. It's an awesome area. If you've never been to that Boston Italian part, it is the bomb. Great food, great pastries. You got it all there, baby. Go check them out. If you're in Philly, they're trying a new spot, Milan Club Philly. Go see David. Go see Brandon. All the boys there. They're going to be in a new spot. Bankroll. There's the address. You know the time. Don't miss it out, baby, before you get knocked out, baby. Let's go. All right, next, of course, our boys up north. We don't forget the 5 families. We got to rep them all. If you're in the Toronto greater area, you got to go to Miller's Tap House and Grill. Of course, it's I don't have the address, but Google it. Stop being the old man. You should be able to find it on your own. Miller's Tap House and Grill. It's a bomb event. Actually, this event this Sunday, if you don't have tickets already, you cannot go because it's been a great promotion that they've been going on to try to raise money. It's a great event. It's sold out. It's at this point, if you're not in, you're done missed out. But next time, get your ass over there to the Mills Tap House. And then, of course, the Montreal area. Go see our boys. Obviously, Vinny's not going to be there, but Steve will be in attendance. Go to Charles and check him out there. Stevie's going to be holding it down for Milan Club Montreal. G, what's your parting shot? Let's go, baby.
Nah, Fabio. You saw the jersey I sent you, Fabio? Put it up.
Hold on. I can't put it up. You're too fast.
All right. So
this
Fabio,
one?
to me,
This one.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Half and half. The Arnold Palmers.
Yeah, the honor. Nah, Fabio, to me, like my parting shots, like I always say, thank you to everybody that shows us love. You know, guys have been there from the beginning. Liban Yusuf, you know, my brother Mark, you know, Jonathan, my Salvadoran brother out there. You know, everybody, Vince, Mancini, my brother, like me and Kim, like we be chatting it up all the time. Shout out to him. I don't know what time it is in Australia, but I send him a message and then boom, he sends us Roberto, you know, Philip, anybody that's in here, Anthony, shout out to him, man. You know, always putting
and of course the VVP boys and Mark.
VVP, Fuji's and Funyuns, you know, Lab Gorilla, you know, I know he's gonna watch it because he's already sleeping, what UK, your dad, Fabio, you know, and then your uncle, man. Like, and then Mike C, man. Shout out to him and shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out
Milton, you know, my guys, you know, shout out to all you guys. We love the support. This is what we do it for you. And everybody, if we lose badly, what we're not going to do on Sunday, Gio will be live on
Gio's going to be pissed.
No,
Gio's going to be pissed.
MWP a Twitter page, and that's gonna and we're gonna go viral. But to me, it's our time. April is time for respect, and I'm happy. I'm chilling.
Give Geo a good month, man. Guy's turning 38. Shout out to G with the new background. My man moving up like the Jeffersons. All right. If you haven't heard, me and G, we house owners now. We doing the best that we can, and we need our club to do the best that they can. All right. Stop fucking
and
around.
My favorite Jamie, man, he's up in here. Shout out. And
naming the bums. Listen, guys, everybody in the chat who participates every Wednesday night with us, we appreciate you so much. But the best way you can help us out and the way you can help us grow this channel, because we are on a trek to 2,000 and we are almost there. So if you're not already subscribed, do us a solid, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to smash that goddamn like button, baby. We are Milan Coast to Coast. Gio, anything else before we peace out for the evening?
Nah, man, just everybody go join your clubs. It's gonna be big, and shout out to my brother Nico. I can't wait to see you like in 2 weeks. He's making it out here to LA, so that's what this family is about. This Milan family. I know if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, they don't support soccer, calcio, or football, whatever you want to call it. That's why you got us. You could join us on the Patreon. If you don't want to, come on the Twitter Spaces and get your what's off your chest, man.
Get off your chest. It's therapy, baby. It's therapy. It's good for you. Ovunque and sempre.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan, everybody. Good night.